What's up YouTube, Mr. Lamacy here, and today we've got ourselves the Diablo 2 Resurrected 2.4 ladder update. And this is what we've all been waiting for, the hard dates. They were giving us all this soft stuff, and finally they gave it the hard stuff. Let's jump into it right here. And a little explanation as well. So, you know, this would be nice just to read and see, right? So this is from Pez. Hi all, we want to provide an update to the Diablo community regarding the latest on the 2.4 balance changes, patch, and our very first ladder season. First, we wanted to thank everyone for the feedback and testing over the last several weeks as we honed in on various database, server, and balance changes that will be arriving with this update for D2R. Good job, everybody. Originally, we planned to have this update out by the end of the month, but unfortunately ran into some snags. I know your first reaction may be, here we go again. That was what I was going to say, which everyone has every right to say, as getting this update perfected for ladder has been quite a journey. But we did want to explain some of the circumstances that led to this adjustment in the dates, and at the same time provide you with updates on the new expected release of 2.4 and the start of ladder to ensure players have enough time to plan for the race that occurs with the start of each ladder season. So what happened here? As you may recall, we have been working through extensive updates on the backend and database services for the game. Over the last few months, the team has been implementing these updates to the server and the database using learnings from the PTR and from the immense help with the community provided during these testing phases. Last week, we had some extended downtime for D2R, which was to implement the final batch of changes from our PTR to our production environments. During this update, we unfortunately ran into quite a few showstoppers that did not appear on PTR, but were present in production environments. Ain't that always how it happens? As soon as you push it to production, it's like, well, it worked in my environment. Due to that, we extended the maintenance as we needed to roll back the changes so we didn't affect users and could get the game back up and running. What were these showstoppers? 1. We experienced an issue where a good swath of stashes did not convert correctly. The database unfortunately did not migrate to the new format and was not seen in the PTR until we moved it to production. This was due to PTR testing being brand new to the game. Interesting. Okay. Number 2, there was a missing index on the database, which was causing things to go much slower in production, and this was not noticeable on PTR. This then led to slow joining and creation of games. We were able to add the index, but additional time was required to look over the database performance and ensure we did not have any other new slow points. And lastly, because PTR was just one single regional database, we experienced a few additional database issues on production, as that has multiple regions, and thus didn't surface some of the errors we were seeing. Thankfully, this will be addressed in future PTRs since there will be multiple regional databases going forward. Since last week's maintenance, this team has been able to identify and address all of these issues. Yay! We'll be doing another maintenance for D2R to implement these changes to production on March 29th, so in 5 days. We expect downtime to be around 6 hours for these changes. These updates will allow for us to have an improved experience during high load times where we would otherwise need to rely on longer queue times and higher rate limiting on game sessions during very high traffic situations. With that maintenance, we should be good to go for getting 2.4 out to users. 2.4 is currently planned for April 14th. Wow. Ladder will follow 2 weeks later on April 28th. We purposely want to have a gap between the 2.4 launch and the ladder launch in order to give the team time to react to any further unforeseen issues that may arise on PC and consoles from deploying the 2.4 patch itself, and ensure the smoothest possible ladder season 1 start. Again, we apologize for the delay with this update. We want to ensure we are creating the most optimal and fair environment for the first ever D2R ladder season. We do have some great community events and plans for the ladder launch, which we will be revealing in the coming weeks. Oh, that's cool. All right. So we've got dates, April 14th and April 28th. To be fair, Pez did say it's coming at the end of the month. Didn't specify which month. No. It's a little, little later than we expected. I was expecting ladder drop to be around now. But again, you know, we've got these 3 things right here. I appreciate them being very, you know, open about what all was going on. The index isn't too big, but the other 2 things probably had some bigger issues that were causing some trouble and stuff. So there you go, everybody. April 14th, April 28th. Plan your vacations now. Can they adjust on these dates still? Of course. Does it seem like they will be adjusting on these dates? It feels like now that they've actually given us hard dates, we're probably going to get to these hard dates. That's my hope and assumption. If they do adjust, it's a really bad look. But my assumption now is they've got these things fixed. They've identified and addressed all of these issues. It's in a stable state. And now they can kind of just work, you know, it's in a stable state on the production wherever they need it, on the test servers that has the multiple regions, whatever. And now they can just start doing some adjusting and fixing and whatever things here and there. Yeah. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped now. I know it's later than I wanted. I know it's later than all of us wanted. I know all of us said, here we go again. And hopefully we're not saying here we go again one more time. But April 28th, April 14th, we've got dates. We've got March 29th maintenance coming up as well. And so that'll be a big one to watch for additionally. Right there. That's when they're implementing these changes to production. So now that'll be when it tells us probably if it needs to be pushed again. All right. That's it. That's the announcement. What character are you planning to play? Just as a heads up, by the way, I am going to be building out a whole little team joiner thing for the first ladder. So if you are looking to join a team, I will have a place for you to do so. I've done this in the past for many ladders before. So it'll be kind of a similar idea. You can go in and, you know, just join up with friends, join up with random people, whatever it is, so that you can have some people to play the start of the ladder with. Because it's always more fun to go play with a group than to play by yourself. Well, almost always. Sometimes it's fun to just play with yourself. But anyways, GG everybody. April 14th. That's going to be the start there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out. Peace, YouTube.